The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
The beat! The man! You gotta beat the man! Whoa!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that cause you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go wild. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go wild. Welcome to my house. You heard me? We ain't gotta go out, cause what? Welcome to my house. It's my house, my house. What? Welcome to my house. It's my house.
Say what you want about Kevin Owens, but he is every bit of what he says he is, a prize fighter and someone who I think can be taken far more seriously by wrestling fans than what he is right now. Here's the thing about Kevin Owens. Ever since his arrival less than 1 year ago, Kevin Owens has been turning heads and he's been leaving an everlasting impression on the wrestling business, and that is something to be taken into consideration when talking about someone like Kevin Owens. He's been in the main events against John Cena, Sami Zayn recently, and Dean Ambrose, and I think that says a lot about Kevin Owens. When you can get main events internationally in places like the UK and Canada, that really tells me a lot about the future of a professional wrestler. And here's the thing about Kevin Owens in matches with Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, and John Cena. Kevin Owens is doing his job very well because he's being paid to get on our nerves, and as long as he's being paid to get on our nerves and gets on our nerves, he is doing something that I give him a lot of credit for, and that is doing his job very well and playing up the wrestling psychology, because wrestling psychology of a character is very important. If you don't possess that quality of getting psychology over in wrestling and playing up psychology very well, then obviously you don't belong in the wrestling business, and I think that's what Kevin Owens is trying to do. Let us know that he belongs in the wrestling business regardless of how so many fans feel about Kevin Owens. I mean, he's not the favorite of a lot of people, and there's not really much that stands out about Kevin Owens when it comes to a character because of his gimmick. I mean, there are far more impressive gimmicks that we've seen, like Enzo Amore and Kaz. I mean, their gimmick is very entertaining and very far more impressive than what Kevin Owens is right now, because Kevin Owens seems to be a guy who's just there, but he's coming out getting in the faces of these main eventers like John Cena, and he's beating names like John Cena, and as long as he continues to win and find innovative ways to keep on winning and winning championships, like the Intercontinental title, which he has done multiple times, I think Kevin Owens is a surefire champion. Maybe not today or tomorrow, next week or next month or next year even, but in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to be seeing Kevin Owens, if not sooner, as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That's what we're going to be calling this guy, regardless of how you may feel about Kevin Owens or what your first reaction was upon first seeing Kevin Owens with his arrival last year, which we are just a few weeks away from celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the arrival of in WWE. I think it was last May, Kevin Owens first showed up and started defeating names like John Cena. And when you defeat John Cena within the first few weeks of your debut in WWE after spending so much time on NXT, that really tells me a lot. I mean, not so many people come into the business and are booked in main events against John Cena in non-title matches like Owens was last year and defeat John Cena. I mean, so many people have done it, but a select few have defeated John Cena and used John Cena as a catapult to far greater things in WWE, and that's obviously what Kevin Owens has done. And let me just say this, you know, Kevin Owens doing psychology the way he does it and winning championships like the Intercontinental title, if he doesn't win the championship within the next 2 to 3 years, I think Kevin Owens will be a Money in the Bank winner, and he will use that Money in the Bank to cash it in when we least expect it to win the championship. And that's why I believe that Kevin Owens is one of the most unpredictable wrestlers and one of the most entertaining that we had seen in a long time. He may not be the best on the microphone, but when it comes to doing things when we least expect somebody to do them, Kevin Owens is the perfect example of someone who does that and does that very well, because he does a lot of things that we don't think he's going to do. I mean, who thought that Kevin Owens would be the guy to defend the Intercontinental title in a ladder match this year at WrestleMania against names like Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz? I mean, Kevin Owens was not the guy you expected to do that, and you thought that Kevin Owens was just going to be in a match at WrestleMania that wasn't going to be taken seriously, but that 7-man ladder match was absolutely incredible. Kevin Owens may not have won the match, but Kevin Owens losing the Intercontinental title only paves the road to success even more for Kevin Owens, because this will allow Kevin Owens now to have more doors open for him and probably go on to have winning the championship down the road later on in his career. Obviously, far greater things are planned for Kevin Owens, and you can get that in the program between himself and Sami Zayn playing up to their history, which we will see a payback, and I'm hoping that it will come full circle. And if it doesn't come full circle between Zayn and Owens, I'm hoping that something will happen within the next probably 2 to
3 months for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Obviously, far greater things are planned for Kevin Owens than being Intercontinental Champion. I thought it was great seeing Owens win the Intercontinental title multiple times, but I'm hoping this is an indication that better things are planned, better and bigger things are planned for Kevin Owens in the very near future. If not a championship, a Money in the Bank briefcase, which he will cash in to win the championship for the first time. And let me say this, Kevin Owens, when he wins the title after having so much hype on his arrival last year, is not going to be losing that title anytime soon. And there are so many wrestlers that Owens could create with within the first reign of him being champion, like Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, countless others. And I would also love to have seen Kevin Owens create with the likes of Daniel Bryan, whom he can't because of injury. Because if Kevin Owens were to create with people like Daniel Bryan and Edge, who had retired previously in their careers, even Shawn Michaels, that would have been great. And an interesting question that could be asked to fans listening to my show is, who would you have liked to have seen Kevin Owens create with in terms of a legend? Maybe Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, which there still is the chance of having seen. How about Kevin Owens, KO Mania, facing The Undertaker at events like WrestleMania and SummerSlam? That's what I say about Kevin Owens. You know, with how many wrestlers he's created within the first year of his career, can you think about how many wrestlers there are still for Kevin Owens to create with? That would be amazing, seeing Kevin Owens create with wrestlers like The Undertaker, if ever given the opportunity. And I think a lot of fans will really appreciate that, have a profound appreciation for matches like Kevin Owens versus The Undertaker, and be talking about this at an all-time high on social media. Can you imagine the conversation of things like Kevin Owens versus The Undertaker on social media sites like Twitter and Instagram? That would be incredible, hearing about this. And here's the thing, Kevin Owens within the first year of his career still has a long way to go, so there are a lot of people that Kevin Owens